Welcome to 25,000 Miracles. My name is Ellie. I have a story to tell you, and it was sent to us from Nora Lee Hofer. I thank her so much for this wonderful story. She called it No Road, Nowhere to Go. And the story comes from Wyoming. So we start off with Nora Lee having to take her truck up the mountain to take it to her daughter. Her daughter was somewhere and needed the truck. So the husband was going to follow. So she said, we had to deliver this pickup truck. And she said, there's been a lot of rain. And so it was really a beautiful smell of pine trees coming in. And she said the only problem with that rain was it rained so much, it washed out a portion of the road so that there was a part of the road where for a while there was only one lane. You had to watch for these cones and then slow down and see if somebody was coming before you could continue on. Or you might have to wait till that other car coming the other direction takes the only lane there is. So Nora Lee was telling us about this, and she writes to me and she says, there was just one lane for about the length of 2 semi-trailer rigs. And now there's cliffs on one side and a canyon on the other. And there's bright orange cones all around, as I mentioned. So she feels comfortable, she'll be able to handle this. And she's driving and enjoying the drive. Then she sees she doesn't see any headlights coming, but all of a sudden she sees this bus coming on its way toward her. And there was no place for her to go. There was no time to respond. They were only yards away from the washout. This was dangerous. This was scary. So the bus roared by her. She could hear it, and she could hear the driver trying to shut it down. This was a very scary time. Visibility was impossible. Nora Lee was confused. She didn't know what was happening, and she was waiting for a tumbling sensation. She expected she was going down into the canyon, and she was waiting to feel the truck roll over, which it didn't. She sees more orange cones, and she thinks, how can I be here? The car's not moving. She gets out, and she sees her husband driving toward her. And his lights, in his headlights, she can see where her tracks are up to the cones, and then where there's no road, and then where her tracks continue again on the other side. Well, this was impossible, so Nora Lee knew she was dead. And she asks her husband if he can see her. She looks at him and she says, can you see me? And he said, yes, he could. He assured her he could see her. So she had gone 2 semi-trailer lengths with no road. She could only give credit to God when it comes to that. And that's exactly what she did. She said, there's no doubt in my mind what happened. And I'm thinking, there's no doubt in my mind what happened. I said, Nora Lee, either you have magical roads in Wyoming, or God was surely watching over you that day. And I hope God watches over you every day. Thank you for joining me. My name is Ellie. This is 25,000 Miracles. Thank you, Nora Lee, for sending the story.